Hi everyone, it's Fruity Papa Paul here and
Fruity Mama Julia.
hi guys, I hope you're having a really great day. Now today's video is all about parenting. Now we live an alternative lifestyle. We've been travelling the world for 5 years. We've been eating a raw food diet for over 5 years now, and we wanted to talk about our own parenting style. What is it?
Our raw parenting style, rather.
Yes.
We call it as we call it. So in our world today we see a lot of disconnection, and it's really obvious, and we believe that it starts from the moment children are born into this world. So as you can appreciate, when you as a female, if you're a female, when the female is pregnant, the baby that is hosted inside, that lives inside, lives in a highly nurturing environment. It has got access to all the nutrition that it wants at any time of the day or night. It's warm, it's cozy. That environment is really loving and beautiful, and it's in its mother's energy field all day long and all night long, and it's used to just comfort, and it is used to warmth and the thoughts, the energies that the mother carries. Now, the moment the baby is born into this world, a very different reality is faced by it. All of a sudden, from this highly nurturing environment, being born into this world of harsh contrast. It's cold and it's hot and it's light and it's dark and it's noisy, and you've got just all sorts of things happening. All of a sudden, it's all right for the baby to be separated from the parents, to sleep in a different room, to be fed with formula, which can never ever replicate the highly nurturing content of mother's milk. It's all right for the baby to be put into a pram and just to be left out and just to let it cry, let the baby cry. And as you can appreciate, that puts a lot of stress onto a baby, and that actually is a very traumatic experience. When we become disconnected from our hearts, when our needs are constantly ignored, so the baby, a newborn baby, requires lots and lots of contact with parents. It requires mother's milk, it requires mother's breast, to be fed on demand rather to be fed on an hourly schedule. It requires sleep with its parents. It needs longer breastfeeding time than what normal women give, because of course they've been educated by the system, because the system wants the women to return back to work so that they continue paying tax and being slaves to the system. It's just enough to feed your baby for 6 months or 9 months and off you go to work. However, it's not. And it's not something that we see in nature, and this is why we see so many sick children, not just physically but also psychologically. They're damaged, they're traumatized, and I believe that it's our responsibility to reverse that. So this is where attachment parenting comes into play, and this is the sort of parenting that we believe in, and Definitely. This is the sort of parenting that we adopt. And when the baby's got its needs. It's not spoiled. It's not egoistic. It doesn't want your breast because it's too attached. Yes, it cannot become too attached. It cannot become spoiled by nurturing love. So when this really important need is suppressed, your child is not going to develop to its full capacity. So that emotional intelligence, that feel center, that intuition, that faith in the universe, that my needs are met, that's confidence, that need for confidence, is not met. The baby is not going to develop into an advanced, evolved individual.
So we know that if we want a different outcome for our child, and we want a child who's going to grow up confident and healthy in all manners and all aspects, then we have to treat that child in the correct way, and that is attachment parenting. So that means Julia feeds the baby whenever the baby needs to be fed. Whenever the baby needs us, we're always there for the baby. We co-sleep with Eleni as well, which is very important, which is really beautiful.
And it's funny, only the other day Paul was talking to his relatives, and when they found out that we co-sleep with our daughter, they said, "Oh, mind you, be careful not to roll over your baby." And
there are a lot of fear there, and there is a lot of fear in society when you talk about co-sleeping. people can be very fearful of it and think, oh my gosh, you can roll over the baby and suffocate the baby, Well, what we would suggest is definitely do co-sleeping, and if you're at all worried about it, then you can get these little cots, I think they are, and you can put them in the middle, and they'll protect the baby from anybody who's going to roll over. So there really is no problem at all. You can do it, and if, as I said, if you're concerned, get a little cot.
Yes, so it's very important for the baby to be with you day and night, because it wakes up in the middle of the night and all of a sudden it's in this dark room on its own. It doesn't feel your presence, and what message do they get? That they have been abandoned. That's the worst thing for them to feel. This is how they become insecure. This is how they become closed. They really close off from this world, because they think that, what, this world, where's the mother, where's the father, what's going to happen, will there be a predator, perhaps is there a threat? And they become very insecure. So co-sleeping is very, very important. Another thing is baby carrying.
Baby carrying, yes, is something we do, and I'd love to carry Ellie. Yuli carries Ellie, and we share the load as it were, because she's getting heavier. She's definitely putting on weight.
She's
you can certainly
growing,
feel that.
yes.
So yes, we don't put her in a push chair, and it's very important because it's on your chest, so she can feel your heartbeat, feel the warmth of your chest. And of course, when Ellie's on her mother's chest and she's breastfeeding, it's not just that she's feeding from the milk and getting the milk as her nutrition, but it's also that psychological well-being of being close to her mother. And I believe, understand that in science, that being close to the skin-to-skin contact with the mother, with the parent, is very beneficial for the baby, because it lowers their stress level. So it's hugely important, cannot be underestimated.
Another one is prolonged breastfeeding. Again, women believe that you should feed for 6 to 9 months and then go back to work, and it is only because the system has programmed them to believe it, and it's because the system educates the doctors. It's because then the doctors or midwives and nurses, and they then pass this information on to mothers, because it's time for you to go back to work, and there you stay with your child. It's just kind of seen unintelligent to be a mother. And if you're staying with your child at home, if you're not working, then maybe you're not clever enough. If you're not back to work, to the office, to work on computer, and it's more important, of course, than the development of your baby, then you're not clever enough. And it's amazing the reaction of people when they find out that you can feed your baby for 3, 4, 5, 6. Some parents even feed for 7 years, and they say, what? The baby's going to get spoiled, and it's too attached.
Yeah.
Indigenous cultures would do exactly that, and they would just trust the baby's intuition. Whenever the baby's ready to wean off, it would do so. Some do so at 2.5 years, others do so at 7 years. However, you trust your intuition and your baby's intuition, rather, and you just allow it to experience this. And hey, what a joyful experience it is to breastfeed your baby, and certainly is a beautiful and nurturing experience.
So the next one we wanted to touch on is nutrition, and we want to give Eleni the best possible nutrition that she can possibly get. So first off, that is mummy's breast milk. That is the best possible nutrition that she can get, and then we will give her solid when she is ready.
Which stomach, very ready about
her stomach
now.
Is ready for them, and it's about now. Yeah, it's very close. So very soon we're going to be.
She's nearly 6 months, 5.5.
Giving her solids. So that'll be exciting.
Yes, and after that, and I believe that for the first 3 years, it is so important to feed your child with just fruits and veggies, fruits and greens. Because they are still developing the digestive system. They're not ready for grains, they're not ready for heavy foods, and especially when parents give their children animal foods like eggs and dairy and fish, they're not ready for that at all. They'll never be ready. It's not even human food altogether. However, giving your child raw food for the first 3 years of his or her life is so hugely important, and of course beyond that, it's always going to be important. Your child will develop a much stronger system and health, very robust health. So this is something that we're definitely going to do. In addition to breast milk, give Eleni as many fruits and veggies as she desires, and I'm sure she's going to be a fruit-loving soul.
Almost positive, definitely. I'm sure. Yes, absolutely.
So yes, attachment parenting, conscious parenting does call for reprioritization, and it calls for a lot of questioning. I would say this is why we call it raw parenting. strip off the layers, strip off all the layers that have been imposed onto you by the system, and follow your heart. When your child cries, I bet you want to go and attend to your child's needs deep inside. You just want to give up what you're doing. This is how nature has created us. So turn into a wild monkey. Wild monkeys would always feed their babies when they want to. They go sleep. They turn into a wild monkey and just awaken to that wildness inside of you with your parenting. And I would say it's a highly creative process. It's very challenging. It's very creative at the same time, very rewarding. And it's such a blessing to know that we can make just one child, we can make a difference to this whole world. And our child is going to be, we're going to do our best to raise a child as being part of a solution rather than part of a problem.
Yes. I think that's all of it.
Yes.
Yes, I think we've gone through most things.
Yes.
I just wanted to touch on that, we're bringing our child up to be who she really can be, give her the best chance to do that, and not to just model into something the system wants, which closes you down, closes children down, closes people down. So this is it in a nutshell. We want to give her the best opportunity, best health, best nutrition, best everything.
Anyway, thank you very much for watching
Thanks,
this
guys.
video. What is your parenting style, and what is it that you're going to give your child, or are given or have given your child, to grow into a content and happy and healthy individual? Please post your comments below. Do you agree with attachment parenting? Are you afraid of it because your child can become spoiled by it? Again, post the comments below. Thank you for watching this video.
Eat sweet,
Be fit.
and we'll catch you again very soon. Have a great day.
Ciao for now.
Bye.